wanted to become a firefighter to give back to the community, to help out people that were unable to help themselves at certain times, just to kind of be the saving grace on a bad day for somebody.
I wanted to become a firefighter because I worked in an office job before coming here, and it just wasn't for me. Every time I'd see a fire engine go by, I'd always want to get up and go see where they're going, or what cool thing could they be going to do, whereas I'm sitting here just staring at a computer screen all day.
I wanted to be a firefighter since I was a kid. My dad was a firefighter before he switched over to become a cop, but it was always something I was interested in, from having the little vocational days at school with different organizations came out, the police, the fire department, nurses, doctors, to tell you about what they did, and that always, stuck with me. It always interests me.
Before I came to recruit school, what I've learned about firefighters is they're so involved in the community. I had no idea how much volunteer work we can do and how involved we actually are and how much the citizens appreciate it.
After coming to Fairfax, I definitely learned just the power of a larger group, the power of multiple people, and the things that we can do as a department, not only just for ourselves, but in volunteering with the community, some of the things that they do here that we didn't do back home, that they really just have a good impact on a large number of people by coming together and pulling together.
Well, the first time I recognized how important our job is was the first cardiac arrest I ran. I had just finished my paramedic training, and a guy walking up the street happened to collapse. We immediately began CPR, and we shocked him, defibrillated him 3 times. After the call and after the recovery of the individual, the gentleman, he came to the fire station and gave everyone cards. I thought that was something, and that was just the first of many occasions when the public really does show interest in what we do.
You wired me awake and hit me with a hand of broken nails. You tied my lead and pulled my chain to watch my blood begin to boil. But I'm gonna break my rusty cage and run.
Being a firefighter to me means just going above and beyond the call of duty. The call of any normal person, you have to have that drive to do it. You have to have the want to help other people, to really be there in the time of need of other people.
Being a firefighter means to me pretty much laying your life down on the line to help someone else, doing something that an ordinary person wouldn't really want to do. And it's just basically about helping people. That's the main thing, just helping those in need.
Being a firefighter is pretty tough. We go through extensive training, and we throw our lives into really bad situations. I think it's very, very noble occupation.
I think it means that I do something meaningful with my life, and I know that I'm making a difference when I go to work during the day, so I can see the results of my work.
When the forest burns along the road, like God's eyes in my headlights, when the dogs are looking for their bones, and it's raining ice picks on your steel shore, I'm gonna break my rusty cage and run. I'm gonna break my rusty cage and run.
The most important thing that I've learned in recruit school so far is the fact that you can't make prejudgments about people. It doesn't matter what they look like or what their past background is. Everybody has the opportunity to work hard and improve themselves.
The most important thing I've learned is probably how to manage your time. Days here are pretty busy. Get here very early, whether you're going through the evolutions for the day, whether you're in the classroom or doing some type of physical activity. Going home, still preparing for the next day, getting your uniform squared away, still comprehending everything you learned that day and also preparing for the next day as well.
Teamwork is important because in no aspects of this job can you operate solely. You must work with the team to achieve the ultimate goal of helping others and to perform your job well.
You can't run any call that we run by yourself. Whether it's having a partner to hold C-spine while you're extricating a patient out of a car, someone has to be there to charge the hose line. Extra eyes, extra safety.
The hardest part about being a recruit is that going to recruit school is very time consuming and demanding, and I don't get to spend a lot of time with my family and friends, and I really miss that.
Training is so important to keep up on your skills and to be able to learn new skills, especially skills that come out or change throughout your years as a firefighter or a paramedic. Everything's changing, so you always have to be on top of your game.
inside's crying, save me now. You were there, impossibly alone. Do you feel cold?
Having a supportive family at home is so important. My wife has been spectacular over the past 4 months. She'll do the dishes, she'll do the cooking, she'll let me head upstairs early to study, to go to bed at 8:30 and not complain. And I couldn't have gotten through this as easily, mentally as easily as I have without her support. Physically, it was pretty draining. There were some tough times mentally, but without her support, it would have been difficult, much more difficult.
Recruit school has been difficult, but with the help of my family and friends, it's been a lot easier than I thought it would ever be. It's been tough having to leave my boyfriend Mark at home, and I did move to Virginia for a little while, and that was really difficult being away from him every night. But also my family, my parents, my sisters, my brother, extended family, they've all been there for me 100%, and I couldn't have done it without them.
So I ended up getting married while I was in the academy. At times it made it a little difficult because I was trying to balance several different things, some planning, trying to make sure that my wife's happy with things at home, as well as getting academy issues taken care of. At the same time though, I think she definitely made it a lot easier for me. Overall, I think she's been really helpful, and it's been a really great experience, and I'm very grateful that she was there for me.
During the second week of the academy, my father was diagnosed with cancer in the esophagus. We were doing fundraising, and they approached me, and they asked me if talk to your father, because they wanted to help out, and they wanted the money to go to a foundation, whichever foundation he wanted the money to go to, and he chose the American Cancer Society, and we raised $6,200. And the academy and the basic training staff has been really helpful with that. We also did everyone shaved their heads for the kids lock, for the hair, so it was fun. It was all in good fun. So.
Promise you the world again, and everything within my hands. All the riches one could dream, they will come from me. I hope that you could understand that this is not what I had planned. Please don't worry now, it will turn around. 'Cause I need more time, just a few more months and we'll be fine. So say
none of us could have done this on our own, none of us. There's people with a lot of experience here, there's some very strong people here, and they tell us right in the beginning that the one who fumbles will help pull you through, or the weakest one will help the strongest. And it's kind of hard to believe in the beginning before we get into the thick of things, but in the end, it turns out to be true.
Ever since I stepped through the door, I have felt this sense of just pride. Not an arrogant type of pride, but just a sense of purpose. I know now what I want to do, the type of person I want to be, and firefighting has just solidified that purpose in my life personally.
alright. It's a whole lot brighter to stand by the fire. It's gonna be alright. Yeah, the road gets harder, but it's not much farther. It's gonna be alright. You know that it ain't easy, but please believe me, it's gonna be alright. Oh, please don't worry now. Yeah, please don't worry now. Oh, please don't worry now, 'cause it will turn around. 'Cause I need more time, just a few more months and we'll be fine. So say what's on your mind, 'cause I can't figure out just what's inside. So say alright, 'cause I know we can make it if we try. 'Cause I need more time, just a few more months and we'll be fine.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3, 1. Get some.